I'm going to get straight to the point. They're adding microtransactions to Halo the Master Chief Collection. This is a weird sentence. I never thought I'd be saying this, but yes, they're adding microtransactions to... Well, look, apparently it was based on a tweet from, I think, Bonnie Ross or someone like that. And it's just like they were saying, we're thinking of adding microtransactions to... They're going to do it. If they're thinking of adding microtransactions, especially 343, believe you me, they're going to bloody well do it. So there's going to be microtransactions in MCC. It's an 8-year-old game. An 8-year-old game made up of games that range as far back as 21 years. There is a 21-year-old game on that disc, and it's going to have microtransactions on it. Yeah, it's weird. And you know what? Obviously it's bad, and I'm not happy about it, and it's terrible. It's terrible when any sort of game dev adds microtransactions to a game, particularly like this. But you know what? I don't even care anymore. I'm not surprised. I'm not even surprised. If it was any other developer, I would be like, what? And in a little bit of shock. Like, this would be the equivalent of, God, who made the 2014 Call of Duty game? It'll be the equivalent of Sledgehammer saying, hey, we're going to go back and add microtransactions to Advanced Warfare. Like, what are you talking about? But yeah, it's 343, so obviously they're doing it, and obviously I'm not even surprised at this point. And honestly, I don't even think a lot of the Halo fan base is surprised. It's just so dumb. But yeah, this is 343 for you. They really, yeah. All right, so here's how I think the microtransactions are going to be implemented in the game, so I can stop just wallowing in the very notion of 343 somehow getting worse than they already are. So presumably they're adding microtransactions because of the flop of Halo Infinite having next to no content because 343. So they're adding microtransactions to MCC because MCC is a game that people still play and like a lot. So why not just trash all over that? Which is, again, really weird because you can actually turn off cosmetics in the Master Chief Collection unless they take that feature out. Don't you dare take that feature out, 343. I don't use it, but a lot of people love that feature. So people could literally just mute your obnoxious microtransactions. So for anyone who doesn't know the way that the Battle Pass works in MCC, which, yes, Battle Pass is a very naughty word, but it works tremendously well in MCC. MCC being, by the way, the only good thing 343 ever did. It works well because you have an initial rank, you have your regular rank, and then you have your Battle Pass. Your Battle Pass is made up of 100 tiers, but those 100 tiers are actually broken down into 10-tier chunks. By the way, this is coming from a MCC veteran, but I might get a couple of bits wrong still. There have been various seasons. You can actually go back to previous seasons and unlock stuff from there. But yeah, it's broken down into 10-tier chunks. And within those 10 tiers, you can unlock anything until you've unlocked everything within the 10 tiers. And then you can move on to the next 10 tiers, unlocking things. Each thing takes 1 point to unlock. You earn points by completing various challenges that are marked in gold rather than blue. These are typically harder challenges. It's harder and more time-consuming challenges than the blue ones. For example, every week, I haven't been able to do it recently, but every week I used to hop on and do the 7 mission challenge, and you can do that because it starts on easy. You get 1 notch into your challenge if you play on easy, and then if you knock it up to normal, you get 2 notches, so on and so forth. So you could actually just do 1 legendary mission or 1 heroic, or you could do 7 easy missions, or a few, you can mix and match, and that's great. And along the way, you'll get a challenge for completing 2 missions within 20 minutes, with 20 minutes each, if you blast through in a very quick way. And there are fast ways to do it because there are very quick missions in the Halo collection. For example, missions 1 and 2 in ODST and Floodgate in Halo 3. Those are all very quick missions, and if you play them on easy, you can get them all done in around about 20 minutes, all 3. Anyway, and you get a point for completing the challenge for playing 7 missions. You get a point for winning 3 matches, for like I said, 20-minute missions, stuff like that. And they rotate weekly. They rotate weekly. Sorry. I think it's every Wednesday. And then you work your way through the seasons, and you work your way through the battle passes, doing that with 1 point per thing, and then you spend your single point on one piece of something. You complete all 10, and then you complete all 100. But you can unlock from any season that you want to, which is great. Presumably, they're going to use a microtransaction system in lieu of a point. You'll still presumably be able to earn a point, but you'll also be able to buy a point, which will be able to advance people without actually having to play much of the game. Because of this, I'm not too annoyed. Hopefully, if that is the way that it's done, then earning points is going to be done in exactly the same way as it was when it was free. It's going to be a little tiny add-on to make them a few scraps of money here and there. It also makes it entirely redundant. I mean, you unlock stuff from playing the game, and you unlock stuff fairly quickly. You can also, the tiers are quite generous. I think within like tier 2, you were able to get pretty amazing armor, really wacky armor too. So I don't know why you would want to spend microtransactions on doing that, if it's so easy to get to. And plus, people have been doing this for a couple of years now, so why introduce this now? Most people have completed most seasons, if not all. I think I've completed all of them but one. It's a really weird decision, but do you know what? It's bizarre, and I'm not even surprised. It's 343. This is what they do. They do weird, stupid stuff. They make the weirdest, stupidest decisions you've ever heard. And then they go, oh, why aren't people playing our game? And get used to it. This is the cycle for 343. They're complete trash. And no, this doesn't surprise me at all. Anyway, I guess that's it. On a positive note, MCC is actually a tremendous game. It's my favorite game I think ever made. It's just phenomenal. It's just a shame that it was made by 343. All right, that's it. I guess I'll see everyone later.